Hello there everybody, how's it going and how have you been? I am EuclideanSqd and we're here in Duel Links for another pack opening video, so you're probably wondering, what am I doing on the title screen? Specifically, I just wanted to show off a neat little cosmetic thing that had been added to the game, I think maybe 4 boxes ago, but it only ever plays the first time you log into the game after a box has been released, so this is the only way that I can guarantee that I'll be able to get it to show you guys what it is. So, I haven't logged into the game yet today, so I get my login bonus of 10,000 gold, which I'm probably never going to really use. I get the notification saying that I've got 500 gems for the new box. And I actually forgot about this because the box is releasing on a Sunday, and they're having a new week campaign for July. I get a pack of 3 cards with a guaranteed SR or Ultra Rare in it. Who knows what it is? So, pack opening starting with a little bit of bonus. I get Flashbang Trap, which is not bad. Cards from the Sky, which is not bad. Hey, I thought it said guaranteed super rare, ultra rare. Oh. I've never really gotten any particularly good super rares or ultra rares out of those new week packs, but regardless, let's just keep clicking through all the notifications. And here we go. This is what I wanted. This is specifically what I started on the title screen for. We get a special announcement, a little cinematic, and it's Burning Nova. Ooh. Nova Master. I think I saw something about Lightsworns. Magician of Faith is in the game. Oh no, not the Battery Men. We have Dust Tornado. Wow, lots of good cards. I'm very scared the Battery Men are in this game because I remember having a friend in high school who had a Battery Man deck, and specifically was an OTK Battery Man deck, and I don't like OTK decks. So, I'm not going to take a closer look at any of those. I'm just going to go right up here into, into my gift box. I'm going to just grab the 500 gems so we can get going. And I don't have that many gems to buy packs with. I did spend them on quite a few packs during the Duel Carnival event, but I was able to grind up about 2,000 gems, so that plus the 500 gems that we get as a bonus means that we should be able to open 50 packs, so about a quarter of the box. So, now that we saw that neat little cinematic, let's just go ahead and start opening things, shall we? I do also want to bring up that, yes, the Cyrus Truesdale Unlock event is going on. No, I'm not going to cover it again just because it seems really similar to what happened to how he was last time. He's got a few new reward cards, which I may show off at the end of the video, but otherwise, I haven't really seen any significant difference to his deck, so just find my old video for a strategy on farming him if you want an idea of it, or just use Google. So, first pack for Burning Nova, we get Battery Man AAA. They're in full force. So, Thunder Monster, 4-star, 0 attack, 0 defense. When this card is normal summoned or face up, you can special summon 1 Battery Man AAA from your hand or graveyard. We also have Battery Man C, 2-star, Light Thunder, 0 attack, 0 defense. If all Battery Man Cs you control are in attack position, all machine-type monsters you control gain 500 attack for each. For each Battery Man C you control. If all Battery Man Cs you control are in defense position, all machine-type monsters you control gain 500 defense for each Battery Man C you control. Okay. So, bit of synchronicity for machines here, obviously. But he doesn't power himself up, so if you have him in attack mode, be careful, because if your opponent, make sure you have something to protect him, because your opponent could just go after the Battery Man and basically do a direct attack to you. And we get a new fusion monster, Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster. It's a 6-star, Earth attribute Warrior Fusion of Clayman and Burstina-Trix. Must be fusion summoned. This card can attack directly while in defense position. If it does, apply its attack for damage calculation, and its attack is halved during damage calculation only. So, while it's in defense position, it can attack your opponent directly for 1,000 damage. That's cool. Weird, but cool. I'm just going to take a quick moment, and yeah, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure the recording was going. Let's see, we also get Photon Cerberus. That's a cool looking card. 3 stars, Light Beast. During the turn this card is normal summon, neither player can activate trap cards while this card is faced up on the field. Cool, so it stops Treacherous Trap Hole, it stops Floodgate Trap Hole. That's pretty cool. Ooh, another Gem Knight. Gem Knight Iolite. 4-star Aqua Gemini. So it's a normal monster when you first summon it. 1300 attack, 2000 defense. And then when you Gemini summon it, once per turn you can banish 1 gem monster from your graveyard to target 1 Gem Knight card in your graveyard. Add that target to your hand. Okay, so kind of graveyard recycling. And Twin-Headed Beast. 6-star fire. 1700 attack, 1900 defense. Can attack twice during the same battle phase. Cool, so you find something to power it up a lot, and that thing can do some damage. Next up, Maldosh Knights. I believe most of the... So I'm guessing we're getting some more Maldosh cards, just because the other 3 that I can think of, or the other 4 I can think of, like the Chevalier that I got in the New Week pack, those were all rewards from one of the DD Tower events, so it'd be a little bit silly to add these trap cards, because anybody who didn't participate in the event wouldn't have any cards that work with them. But anyway, counter trap card. When a monster effect is activated, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, negate the activation. Then if you control Maldosh Puddingcess, shuffle 1 random card from your opponent's hand into the deck. Okay, I mean, simple fact that you can negate a monster effect is pretty good if you have no monsters of your own in the graveyard. We got another Photon Cerberus, and we got Super Electromagnetic Voltec Dragon. 5-star. If you tribute summon this card by tributing... hold on. 5-star Thunder, 2400 attack, 1000 defense. If you tribute summon this card by tributing one of the following monsters, this card gets the appropriate effects. Batteryman D, negate the effects of a spell or trap card that targets this one card. Batteryman C, during battle between this attacking card and a defense position monster, deal piercing damage. Batteryman AA, this card gains 1000 attack. Ooh, that's cool. I didn't know about this card. When I stopped playing real Yu-Gi-Oh, all there was just the regular Batteryman. So, that's interesting. Are we going to get an ultra rare? Are we going to get an ultra rare? Maybe. Out of the blue, continue a spell. Destroy this card if your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card in the graveyard. When this card is targeted, or when this card is destroyed by this effect and sent to the graveyard, your opponent shuffles all cards in their graveyard into the deck. Okay, so it basically tells your opponent that their graveyard is off limits. I mean, they can't destroy it with any spell trap card destruction, but if they try to do anything in the graveyard, so I guess any sort of Dark World monster, I suppose, or Archfiends, this card basically just, it goes off first in the chain, and it shuffles everything back into the deck, so it's interesting. Not necessarily happy that it goes back into the deck, but Quick Charger, quick play spell card, add 2 level 4 or lower Batteryman monsters from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. We got a super rare, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Dragon. 4-star Fire Beast Warrior monster, 1800 attack. Once per turn, if you activate a Fire Formation spell trap card, except during the damage step, you can set 1 Fire Formation trap card directly from your deck. Pretty cool. Once per turn, you can send 2 face-up Fire Formation spell trap cards you control to the graveyard, then target 1 Fire Fist monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. Can't be Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Dragon, so not bad. I've never really played with the Fire Fists, so I don't know how much of a help he is, but he seems like he's got a cool effect. Maldosh Palooza, regular trap card. Special summon any number of Maldosh monsters from your hand, but shuffle them into the deck during the end phase. Okay. I haven't played with those either, so I don't know how they work. Goblin Pothole Squad. When this card is normal summoned, trap cards cannot be activated. Also, trap hole trap cards cannot be activated when a monster is summoned, except for Dark Trap Hole. I wonder why they put this into the game when you've got stuff like Void Trap Hole, Floodgate Trap Hole, Treacherous Trap Hole running around. So this is basically a monster that says, no more trap holes. Can't argue with that. And Ultimate Fire Formation Saito. Banish 7 Fire Formation spell trap cards from your graveyard. Special summon as many Fire Fist monsters as possible from your graveyard. Then you can set Fire Formation spell trap cards directly from your deck, except for Ultimate Fire Formation Saito, up to the number of monsters special summoned by this effect. Not bad, but that would mean having at least 11 Fire Formation spell trap cards. This card, plus 7 to activate it, plus 3 at max, presumably, to set from your deck after special summoning the guys out of the graveyard. But then again, you don't have to set Fire Formation spell trap cards after special summoning your Fire Fists back out of the graveyard. So technically, if you only have 8, you can still pop 3 of them back onto the field. Really cool, but that's a really high cost. Another Battery Man AAA, Hero Heart, spell card. Target one face-up elemental hero monster you control. Have its attack until the end of this turn, but it can attack twice during its turn's battle phase. Okay. So I could see that being particularly useful with something like Skyscraper, where you'd want to have somebody's attack power so it's low enough that they get the boost from Skyscraper, but not so low that they still lose to the opponent's monster. And we got Kunai with Chain. It's an ultra rare card. I love this trap card so much. When you activate it, you can choose to activate one or both of the effects at the same time. And it basically, when your opponent's monster clears an attack, you can target that monster and change it to defense position, then equip it to a monster you control and it gains 500 attack. This is such a good trap card and I love it so much. Alright, we got Laval Blaster, 4-star warrior, 1200 attack. When this card is normal summoned, if you have a Laval monster in your graveyard other than Laval Blaster, choose a number from 1 to 5, send that many cards from the top of the deck to the graveyard. This card gains 200 attack for each Laval monster sent to the graveyard to activate this effect. Okay, so you burn out some of your deck in the hopes of powering them up, but at most you can go up to 2200, which, not bad. Another Battery Man AAA, and we got Elemental Hero Wild Wingman, a fusion of Elemental Hero Wild Heart and Elemental Hero Avian. Must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned in other means. You can discard one card to target one spell trap card on the field, destroy that target. Pretty nice, 1900 attack, 2300 defense. Not a bad card. Not a bad card at all. Tree Otter. It's adorable. 2-star Beast. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control, gains 1000 attack until the end of this turn. You must control a Beast-type monster other than this card to activate and to resolve this effect. Okay, so clearly meant to work with Beast, but you can target himself, or he can target himself with this and make himself a 2200 attack point monster if you have another Beast in play. Maldosh Waltz, continuous trap card. Each time a Maldosh monster you control attacks or is attacked after damage calculation, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. That's interesting. I'm starting to get really interested in these Maldosh cards. And we have Gem Knight Alexandrite, 4-star rock, 1800 attack, 1200 defense. You contribute this card, special summon one Gem Knight normal monster from your deck. Nice and straightforward, pretty good at attacking if you don't want to use this effect. Laval Warrior, 4-star fire warrior, 1800 attack, 500 defense. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of the destroyed monster. Always love that effect. You must have 4 or more Laval monsters with different names in your graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. Okay, so that's the drawback. So he can do a lot of burn damage, but you need several kinds of Lavals in your graveyard to actually make it work. Molten Whirlwind Wall, continuous trap card. All face-up Laval monsters you control gain 100 attack for each Laval monster in your graveyard. Okay. It combos really well with the other one. The one that sends cards from the top of the deck to the graveyard. I'm forgetting its name already. Look, I'm gonna be honest, it's really late and I've had a bit of a long day. I am tired, but I wanted to get this recorded because it's the first day and all that other stuff. Maldosh Ticket. Continuous spell card. When a Maldosh card is returned from your side of the field or graveyard to your hand or main deck by a card effect, add one Maldosh monster from your deck to your hand. If you control a face-up fairy-type Maldosh monster, you can special summon the monster from your deck in face-up attack position instead of adding it to your hand. Okay. Again, I don't remember how most of the Maldosh cards' effects work, but they seem intriguing at the very least. Chow Chow Chan, 2-star Beast, 800 attack and defense. When your opponent activates a normal trap card in response to your monster's attack declaration targeting an opponent's monster, discard this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Okay, so if your opponent tries to activate Wall of Disruption, for example, when you attack something of theirs, you can discard Chow Chow here, and he shuts it off. Really cool. Fifth Hope spell card. Target 5 elemental hero cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, then draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards instead if you had no other cards on your side of the field and in your hand when you activated this card. Okay. Koala. Fusion of Sea Koala and Triar. You can send 1 beast-type monster from your hand to the graveyard to target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it. And it's a 2800 attack point monster. Oof. Okay. Beast's getting some more support. And that was the first 10 packs. Took me 15 minutes. Let's just keep going. What do we get next? We are getting Robotic Knight. 4-star, vanilla, 1600 attack, 1800 defense machine. Not too bad at all. We got Mystic Probe, trap card. You can activate this card when a continuous spell card is activated. Negate all continuous spell cards during the turn this card is activated. I don't really like cards like this just because they're not permanent. I mean, stopping it for a turn is good, but I'd much rather just outright destroy it if I could. Gemini Alexandrite. Okay, we got some silver or golden ripples, so maybe another rare. Chow Chow out of the blue, and we got the signature card, Elemental Hero Nova Master. 8-star, 2600 attack, 2100 defense, fusion of any elemental hero and any fire monster. Must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you get to draw a card? Ooh, okay then. Very powerful fusion monster. Very easy to summon too. And especially considering that there's like Burstina Tricks, there's Elemental Hero Heat, there's Elemental Hero Lady Heat, there's plenty of elemental heroes that are also fires. So you can just fuse any of them with any other elemental hero. Photon Cerberus, Steel Scorpion. A non-machine type monster attacking Steel Scorpion will be destroyed at the end phase of your opponent's second turn after the attack. Otherwise, very weak card. I suppose you could use it as a trap. You know, you set it, and your opponent attacks it with their big monster, expecting something with high defense, and then it gets this negative effect, but then you have to last for 2 more turns before it goes away, so... Yet another ultra rare. Wow. Batteryman Industrial Strength. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing from play 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 Thunder-type monster from your graveyard to destroy 1 monster and 1 spell or trap on the field. Cool. And he's a 2600 attack point monster, but he has 0 defense, so be careful of anything that puts him in defense mode. Yeah, not bad. So long as there's one particular spell that's not in here, I'm okay with Batterymen coming to the game. Aquarian Alessa, 4-star Gemini, 1500 attack. It's an Aqua type. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, they discard 1 random card. Simple. Hero Spirit, trap card. During the battle phase, if an elemental hero monster you controlled was destroyed by battle this turn, make the battle damage from one of your opponent's monsters 0. Okay, so they take out your elemental hero. You can use this trap card to basically negate the attack of the second monster. And then we got another Voltec Dragon. Photon Cerberus, 5th Hope, another Maldosh ticket. First pack of complete duplicates. Maldosh Palooza, 3,000 needles. Beast, 8-star, 3,000 attack. At the end of the damage step, if this defense position card was attacked by a monster whose attack is lower than this card's defense, destroy the attacking monster. Okay. But it has 1800 defense, so I'd much rather just have this thing in attack mode. Alright, completely random. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Snake, 4-star Beast Warrior, 1800 attack. Once per turn, if a Fire Formation spell trap card is sent to your graveyard, except during the damage step, set 1 Fire Formation trap card directly from your deck. Once per turn, if you control no other monsters, you can send 2 face-up Fire Formation spell trap cards you control to the graveyard to draw 1 card. Okay. Batteryman C, Goblin Pothole Squad, Laval Burner, 5-star, 2100 attack, 1000 defense. If you have 3 or more Laval monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cool. Don't know how many kinds of Lavals are actually in this box, but we'll see. Paradox Fusion counter trap card. When a monster would be special summoned or a spell trap card is activated, banish one face-up fusion monster you control, negate the special summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Also, during your second end phase, return the banished fusion monster to your field in face-up attack position. Okay, is that second end phase of the game, or is that second end phase after this card's activated? Because usually it'll say something like, you know, like with Steel Scorpion, the second end phase after it was attacked, or something like that. Still, if you have a fusion deck, that's really cool, because that's, like, sure, your fusion's out of commission for 2 turns, but you can basically just negate anything. Any special summon, any spell, any trap. Trap card, Metal Detector. You can activate this card when a continuous trap card is activated. Negate all continuous trap cards during the turn this card is activated. Okay. And another ultra rare. What the? How am I getting so many? Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, 4-star, 1800 attack spellcaster. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target up to 2 monsters in the graveyard, banish those targets. Your opponent cannot banish cards from either player's graveyard. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not entirely sure why he's an ultra rare. I'm guessing because he gets to banish 2 monsters from the graveyard, but I didn't think many decks really did that anyway. Alright, we finally got a new Maldosh monster, Maldosh Butlersk. I'm sure these things are all like puns on things like pastries and stuff, but I'm too tired to really piece it together. Spellcaster, 1500 attack. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, and sent to your graveyard, shuffle this card into your deck. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 field spell card from your deck to your hand. There must be another face-up Maldosh monster on the field to activate and resolve this effect. And also, it's just now dawning on me, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that first word correctly. It's just now dawning on me that there's no L between the A and the D. So saying Maldosh is probably wrong. It's probably like Maldolce or something like that. So I'll try to keep myself corrected, but again, super tired. Batteryman D. Thunder, 1-star, 0 attack, 1900 defense. Your opponent cannot select a Thunder-type monster you control as an attack target except for Batteryman D. Nice. Nice tanky defense mode monster. You can protect the weaker Batterymen while you're setting up. I like it. Lightsworn Saber, an equip spell. Equip only to a Lightsworn monster. It gains 700 attack. When this card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, you can target 1 Lightsworn monster you control. Equip this card to that target. Very useful considering the Lightsworn send cards from your deck to the graveyard at the end phase, so if this happens to be discarded by accident, you still get to use it. Got another Pothole Squad, and Fire Formation Tensen, a continuous trap card. When this card is activated, target 1 Beast Warrior type monster you control. It gains 700 attack until the end of this turn. This attack gain remains even if this card leaves the field. All Beast Warrior type monsters you control gain 300 attack. Okay, so basically 1 Beast Warrior gets 1000 attack, everybody else gets 300 attack. That's really good, especially because it's not specifically for the Fire Fist. It's any Beast Warrior, so that could work with like Bujins, for example. Alright, next pack of 10. Just keep this going. Trying to wrap this up relatively quickly, as I know my main box pack opening videos tend to drag on for a while. Prominence Molten Swordsman, 4 stars. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can banish 1 Laval monster from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attack until the end phase. And yet it itself is not a Laval. Interesting. Cool looking card though. And 1800 attack, so not bad. So you can boost him up to 2100 if you need to. This is a new Batteryman. I've never seen this one before. Batteryman Solar, 4 stars, Thunder, 1500 attack and defense. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 Thunder-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. If a Thunder-type monster is normal or special summoned while this monster is on the field, special summon 1 Batteryman token, Thunder, Light, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense. You can target 1 Batteryman effect monster you control or in your graveyard. This card's name becomes that monster's until the end phase. You can only use each effect of Batteryman Solar once per turn. So when you summon him, he can send another Batteryman from your deck to the graveyard. And whenever you summon another Thunder, he creates a token. Interesting. And a super rare, Batteryman Microcell. 1 star, 100 attack and defense. It's a flip monster. Special summon 1 level 4 or lower Batteryman monster from your deck, except Microcell. After this card has been flipped face up, when it is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw a card. Okay, so you set him, your opponent attacks him, you get to special summon, say, Batteryman D in defense mode, and then draw a card. I like it. I really like it. Got another 3,000 Needles, a Mystic Probe. Ooh, a new Gem Knight. Gem Knight Amethyst. 1 Gem Knight monster and 1 Aqua type monster, 1950 attack, 2450 defense. Must first be fusion summoned. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, return all set spell and trap cards on the field to the hand. Okay. Not bad. Gem Enhancement. It's a trap card. Tribute 1 Gem Knight monster, then target 1 Gem Knight monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target from the graveyard. Okay, so if any of your big Gem Knight fusion monsters are in the graveyard, you can just play another one and then use this trap to basically turn them into the fusion monster. That's nice. Madolche Lesson. Target 1 Madolche monster in your graveyard, shuffle that target into the deck, and if you do, all Madolche monsters you currently control gain 800 attack and defense. Then you can shuffle 1 other monster from your graveyard into the deck. Okay, so the first one has to be a Madolche. But the second one can be anything, so if you have any other supporting monsters for them. Okay. Oh, Madolche Messengelato. Okay, that pun I get. When this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, and sent to the graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. When this card is special summoned, you can add 1 Madolche trap card, spell trap card from your deck to your hand. You must control a face-up beast-type Madolche monster to activate and resolve it. Okay. And that actually does bring up something interesting. It says, like, it's not optional whether or not you can shuffle this guy back into your deck. I wonder if the other Madolches are like that too. Because if they all are, then finding a way to activate... okay, first off, that is freaking adorable. But as I was starting to say, finding a way to activate Madolche Lesson, if they all forcefully put themselves back into the deck, is going to be a little bit tricky. Anyway, Madolche Mufiel? And I don't know how to say it, but it's cute. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, shuffle this card into your deck. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 Madolche monster from your hand. Okay, I'm expecting there to be a very powerful Madolche. Like, high level, whatever. That... I'm just going to call it the cat. That the Madolche cat is supposed to work with. Glorious Illusion. Continuous trap card. Activate this card by targeting 1 Lightsworn monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in face-up attack position. During each of your end phases, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Okay, so it acts as a revive for any Lightsworns, but you're going to be hemorrhaging cards while you have this thing in play. And then we have another Ultimate Fire Formation Saito. Lava Blaster, Madolche Palooza, Wild Wingman, Lava Warrior, Recycling Batteries. Target 2 Thunder-type monsters with 1500 or less attack in your graveyard. Add those targets to your hand. And Brother of the Firefist Snake. Kane, the Master Magma Blacksmith. Rock, 3-star. You can banish this card from your graveyard. All face-up lava monsters you currently control gain 400 attack. Again, interesting that he's not a Laval. He works with Lavals, but he himself is not a Laval because he doesn't have that word in his name. Quick Charger, Full Tech Dragon, Aquarian Alessa, Twin-Headed Beast, Brotherhood of the Firefist Rhino. Beast Warrior, 1700 attack. If a Fire Fist monster you control attacks or is attacked, during damage calculation in either player's turn, you can send 1 face-up Fire Formation spell trap card you control and 1 Fire Fist monster from your hand to the graveyard once per battle. Your attacking/attacked monster gains attack equal to the original attack of the monster sent to the graveyard during the damage calculation only. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see, we have Sea Koala, 2-star, Beast, once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Change its attack to 0 until the end of this turn. Ooh. So, if you don't fuse these two, Tree Otter can power himself up to 2100 or 2200, whatever it was. And then Sea Koala can make your opponent's big scary monster 0. Man, Beast's got a serious buff. Palooza, Batteryman Charger. 5-star. 1800 attack, 1200 defense, Thunder type. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one Batteryman monster except Batteryman Charger from your hand or deck. This card gains 300 attack and defense for each Thunder type monster you control. That's not bad, actually, because you tribute something, say another Batteryman, to summon him, and then he summons another Batteryman along with him, and then immediately gains 300 attack points. Pretty good. Pretty good. Lava Warrior, Batteryman C, Wolf, Lightsworn Beast. 4-star Beast Warrior, 2100 attack. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by a card effect. If this card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, special summon it. So again, he's supposed to work with the other Lightsworns where they send cards from the deck into the graveyard. So if he's ever discarded, he just immediately summons himself back to the field. Almost done. It's been 30 minutes. Yeah, 20 more packs to open. Try and go a little bit faster. Batteryman AAA, Batteryman C, Tiger Dragon, 6-star Dragon, 2400 attack, 1800 defense. When this card is tribute summoned by tributing a dragon type monster, target up to 2 face down spell trap cards your opponent controls, destroy those targets. Okay. Not bad. Takes out 2 spell and trap cards. Have to tribute a dragon though. Plus they can just activate those cards in response, and then if there are any like continuous spells or continuous traps, then they just kind of stay there. Palooza, Glorious Illusion. Rare card. Sea Koala, Lava Flugus. 4-star Pyro. When this card is sent to the graveyard, all lava monsters you currently control gain 300 attack. Pretty cool. Gilasaurus. I remember this thing. This guy is a huge boon for dinosaurs. You can special summon this card. Actually, he's just a huge boon for anything, really. So you can special summon him from your hand. If summoned this way, your opponent gets to special summon one monster from the graveyard. But the catch is that if you have him on the first turn, or if your opponent just doesn't have anything in the graveyard, special summon him, your opponent can't take advantage of his effect, and then you can just tribute him for any 5 to 6-star monster. Really good. Really, really good card. Metal Detector, Quick Charger, and yet another Wild Wingman. Madolce Butleresque. Walk Cube. Equip spell card. Equip only to a Thunder type monster. Gains 100 attack for each Thunder type monster in your graveyard. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard to have one face-up Thunder monster you control gain 1000 attack. That's nice. That's nice. Lots of Thunder monsters and Thunder support. Lava Blaster, Rhino, Dragon. Another super rare. Molten Whirlwind Wall, 5th Hope. Lava Cannon, 4-star. Warrior, 1600 attack. When this card is normal or flip summoned, you can target one of your banished lava monsters, special summon that target. Pretty cool. Anything that brings banished cards back into play is nice. Newer Spirit, Gemknight Iolite, Battery Charger, spell card. Pay 500 life points, special summon one Batteryman monster from your graveyard. Nice and simple. Hero Heart, Atlantean Pikeman, 2-star Sea Serpent, Vanilla, 1400 attack, and then Wolf, Lightsworn Beast, Chow Chow, Maldosh, Full Tech Dragon. Alright, starting to run out of steam. Can I get any more ultra rares or super rares before my gems run out? What else can I get? I got another Tree Otter, I got a Mystic Probe, I got another Batteryman Charger. Gemknight Lapis, 3-star, Vanilla Gemknight. Very similar to the Gemknight Lazuli card, except obviously it's vanilla, no effect. Not bad. Oh, that thing is horrifying. Jawsman, 6-star Beast Warrior, cannot be special summoned. If you tribute summon this card, all tributes must be water. Card gains 300 attack for each face-up water monster you control, except for this card. Okay, still terrifying. Burgeoning Whirlflame, counter trap card. When a trap card is activated, send one lava monster from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and destroy it. If this card is in the graveyard, you can banish 2 fire monsters from your graveyard, add this card to your hand. Okay, so you banish lavals with this thing, and then you can use Laval Cannon to bring them back. Not bad. Maldochin Knights, Lantern Pikeman, Tiger Dragon. Anything valuable in this pack? Maldolce T-Break, counter trap card. When a spell trap card is activated, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, return it to the hand. Then, if you control a face-up Maldolce Pudding Cess, you can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Okay. Pretty nice. Just negate any spell trap card. Not bad at all. Cayenne, Master Magnum Blacksmith, Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond. That's, Jesus, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stars. Fusion of 3 Gem Knight monsters, 3,400 attack, 2,000 defense. First be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials. You can only special summon Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond once per turn. Once per turn, you can send 1 face-up Gem Knight monster you control to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon 1 Gem Knight fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So you fuse for Brilliant Diamond, play another Gem Knight with your normal summon, then she can just immediately turn it into any other fusion. Ooh, that's a strong card. Maldolce Palooza, Molten Whirlwind Wall, Gem Knight Obsidian. That guy looks cool. Earth, 3-star, Rock type, 1,500 attack. If this card is sent from the hand to the... Bleh. If this card is sent from the hand to your graveyard, you can target 1 level 4 or lower normal monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. He actually works with Brilliant Diamond. Have him in your hand, fuse with him, he goes from the hand to the graveyard, and then you can special summon a normal Gem Knight from the graveyard back up for Brilliant Diamond to then transform. That's cool. Quarian Alessa, another Jawsman, another Amethyst. Sea Koala, Hero Signal. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower elemental hero monster from your hand or deck. Your choice. Very nice card. And another Messengelato. Butleresque, Quarian Alessa, Rampart Blaster, Paradox Fusion, Lightsworn Saber, Revoke Fusion. Spell card, discard 1 Polymerization to the graveyard. Send 1 fusion monster from your extra deck to your graveyard. Special summon 1 monster from your hand that is listed as a fusion material monster on that card. Special summon monster is sent to the graveyard during the end phase of this turn. Some weird fusion support, but okay. And then in the final pack, Hero Heart, Metal Detector, and a Gem Knight Alexandrite. Alright. Lots of really interesting cards in this pack. Missing quite a few, so let's go through. We have Celestia, Lightsworn Angel, 5-star Fairy, 2,300 attack. When you tribute summon this card by tributing a Lightsworn monster, you can send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then target up to 2 cards your opponent controls and destroy those targets. Pretty cool, especially if you happen to send Wolf or the Lightsworn Saber, because you just get those right back. Thunder Seahorse, 4-star Thunder, 1,600 attack. You can discard this card, add 2 level 4 light Thunder type monsters of the same name with 1,600 or less attack from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Thunder Seahorse once per turn. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect, so I feel like this card's included to help you search out Batterymen, but maybe you can do something else with them. Magician of Faith, classic card, very simple effect. When it's flipped face up, she basically lets you pick any spell card in your graveyard and put it back in your hand. Very nice card all around. Dust Tornado, target 1 spell trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target, then you get to set a spell trap card from your hand. Very powerful trap card. Kinda wish I got it. Horn of the Phantom Beast. Target 1 Beast or Beast Warrior type monster you control, equip this card to that target, it gains 800 attack. If the equipped monster destroys your opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, draw 1 card. Also a very powerful trap card if you happen to run Beasts or Beast Warriors. Soul of Purity and Light. 6-star fairy, 2000 attack. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned by removing from play 2 light monsters in your graveyard. All monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack during their battle phase only. Okay. Not bad. There's Pudding Cess. Madolche Pudding Cess. 5-star fairy, 1000 attack and defense. Looks like typical Madolche effect. If it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect or in battle, it's sent to the graveyard. She just shuffles herself back into the deck. While you have no monsters in your graveyard, this card gains 800 attack and defense. Okay. After damage calculation, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Ooh, Pudding Cess. Carl, you need to calm down. Just after the battle, just... Hey, that big scary monster, boom, it's gone. Hey, that trap card, boom, it's gone. Oof. I need to get you. Curse of Dragonfire. 5-star dragon, 2000 attack. This card is normal or special summon. Target one field spell card on the field, destroy it. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials, including this card. Okay, so he's basically got the first effect of Burning Land built in, and he's just kind of a free polymerization so long as you fuse with him. I don't know how I feel about that. That's really strong. Okay then. Evocator Chevalier, I think is how you say it. 4-star Gemini Warrior, 1900 attack. Oof. Fire attribute. Send one face-up equipped card you control to the graveyard. Target one card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Very nice. Treasure Panda. 4-star Beast, 1100 attack, 2000 defense. Very nice. Banish up to 3 spell trap cards from your graveyard face down. Special summon one normal monster from your deck whose level equals the number of cards banished to activate this effect. Huh. Interesting effect. Brotherhood of the Firefist Leopard. 0 attack, 200 defense. During your main phase, if this card is normal or special summon this turn, you contribute one Firefist monster. Set one Fire Formation spell trap card directly from your deck. So... Normal or special summon him, and then you can immediately tribute him. Set any of your Fire Formation spell or trap cards. Not too bad. Megalo Smasher X. Okay. 4-star Dinosaur, 2000 attack, vanilla. Alright. Sky Galloping Gaia the Dragon Champion. One Gaia the Fierce Night Monster and any dragon. This card's name becomes Gaia the Dragon Champion while it's on the field. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Spiral Spear Strike from your deck or graveyard to your hand. When this card declares an attack on an opponent's monster, you can change the battle position of that opponent's monster. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Gem Knight Fusion. Fusion summon one Gem Knight Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your side of the field as fusion materials. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one Gem Knight monster from your graveyard. Add this card to your hand. Very nice. Reusable polymerization for the fusion-heavy Gem Knights. Very nice, so you don't have to keep trying to draw polymerizations. I like it. This is the guy that my friend used in high school. Batteryman AA. If all Batteryman AAs on your side of the field are in attack position, this card gains 1000 attack for each Batteryman AA on your side of the field. If they're all in defense position, this card gains 1000 defense for each Batteryman AA on your side of the field. I remember that basically what he would do is he had a means of summoning all 3 Batteryman AAs really fast, and then he'd use a spell card called Short Circuit, which said that if you controlled 3 Batteryman monsters, you got to destroy all cards your opponent controls, and then it was literally just 3000, 3000, 3000, and I lost. So... kind of glad that spell card is not in the game. Yeah, I don't see its silhouette, so it's not in the game. Whew, yes. Gem Knight Zirconia, 2900 attack, 1 Gem Knight monster, 1 Rock type monster, no effects. Okay. Elemental Hero Dark Bright, 6-star, Sparkman, and Necroshade. Must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned by other means. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. If this card attacks, change to defense position at the end of the damage step. If this card is destroyed, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. Okay, he's kind of vicious. Does piercing damage, and while he has put himself into defense mode and has very low defense points, he's also basically saying, hey, you destroy me and I'm taking something of yours down with me. Okay. Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli, or Lapis Lazuli, however you say it. Gem Knight Lapis plus any Gem Knight monster must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials. You can only special summon Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli once per turn. Once per turn, you can send one Gem Knight monster from your main deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each special summoned monster on the field. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice, because it's guaranteed 500 damage at least. Lightsworn Sanctuary, continuous spell card. Once per turn, you can send one Lightsworn monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one other Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay. Each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, place one shine counter on this card. If a Lightsworn card you control will be destroyed by a card effect, you can remove 2 shine counters from your side of the field for each of those Lightsworn cards instead. So it protects your Lightsworn cards, and it helps you find ones that the others may have sent to the deck or sent to the graveyard. Madolch Chateau, a field spell card. When this card is activated, shuffle all Madolch monsters in your graveyard into the deck. Again, not quite sure how you get there. I guess maybe by being discarded, but anyway. All Madolch monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. If a monster in your graveyard would be returned to the deck by the effect of a Madolch monster, you can add it to your hand instead. That's kind of scary, because your opponent uses some spell cards to power up their monster and take out your big Madolch. It just bounces right back into your hand, and you can just play him again. I like this field spell. I want to try Madolches if I had more of them. If I had Pudding Cess, never thought I'd say that. But yeah, if I had her, I'd definitely looking to make it a deck. Gem Merchant, Spellcaster, 1000 attack and defense. During the damage step in either player's turn, when a face-up Earth normal monster you control attacks or is attacked, send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gains 1000 attack and defense until the end phase. Okay. We got Laval Miller, 3-star, Pyro, 300 attack. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can send 2 Laval monsters from your deck to the graveyard. Helps to fuel the effects of the other ones. Non-spellcasting area. Continuous spell card. All face-up monsters, except for effect monsters, are unaffected by other spell effects. That's interesting. If you want to try running like a vanilla beatdown deck, for example, include this card. Because that shuts off enemy controller, that shuts off, I'm trying to think, what was another spell card that kept messing with me? I'm too tired to remember, but the only downside is that's also your spell cards. You can still use traps at least, but it does make your normal monsters and stuff immune to enemy controller at least, which is a huge benefit. Searing Firewall. Quick play spell card. Banish any number of Laval monsters from your graveyard. Special summon an equal number of Laval tokens in defense position. And then Fire Formation Kaio. Continuous trap card. During the turn this card is activated. If a Beast Warrior type monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. All Beast Warrior monsters you control gain 300 attack. Pretty cool. And finally, Remote Revenge. A trap card. Activate only when a monster you control is targeted by a spell, trap, or effect monster's effect that destroys one monster on the field. Switch the target to an appropriate monster your opponent controls. Kind of situational. Maybe could be useful, but that's the last of the cards in the Burning Nova box. I'm quite happy with what I got. Kind of wish I had some more gems so I could get some more, because, like I said, I really want to try out those Madolches. But anyway, like I said, just really quick, I'm not going to make a new video on Cyrus, like I said 15 minutes ago, but he has some new cards to offer. Specifically, he now can offer Armoroid, which is an 8-star machine, 2700 attack. If this card is tribute summoned by tributing at least one other Roid monster, you can banish all spell and trap cards on the field. You can now get Jet Roids, 4-star Wind Machine, 1200 attack, 1800 defense, and very strong card because at the time this card is selected as an attack target from an opponent's monster, you get to activate trap cards from your hand. So you can really mess with your opponent by not setting something like Wall of Disruption, Mirror Wall, Windstorm, stuff like that. And then when they attack Jetroid, you get to just play it from your hand anyway, and just surprise them with it. And then he's got this other normal card, Decoyroid. While this card is face up on your side of the field, your opponent cannot select a face-up monster as an attack target except for Decoyroid. Not bad. There's a way to summon it in defense mode. It would probably be a lot better, because then you could at least protect one of your other monsters. But those are the new cards he offers. You can get another copy of Super Vehicle Jumbo Drill, as well as one of the cumulative rewards for this event. But otherwise, there's only one other thing that I really want to bring up, and that is that they've implemented a new feature that makes grinding a hell of a lot faster in this game. Now whenever you choose to duel an NPC duelist, you get to pick a reward multiplier, either 1, 2, or 3. And what that will do is it will basically use up that many of your standard duelists, and then win or lose, you get that multiplier applied to both your experience and your duel assessment score. So it's kind of like completing 3 duels at once, except it's either all wins or all losses. So just keep that in mind. And one more thing to keep in mind is that even though it's multiplying your rewards and stuff by 3, it still only counts as 1 duel. So if you have a stage mission that says play 20 duels and you do 1 duel with a reward multiplier of 3, it still only counts as 1 actual duel. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to grind out some missions to level up your stage a bit. But anyway, that's all the time. Well, that's basically everything that I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a great time, and I hope you all have a great day. I, for one, am off to bed right now. So, take care, and I'll see you next time.